everyone. Welcome to another episode. Slightly different today. I am doing my first solo cast. Oh my god. Okay, I apologize if you can hear pounding outside. My neighbors are getting construction done. So, like I said, first solo cast. I wanted my co-host to be here, but she has to work, as do we all. Yeah, the reason I decided to do this is because basically, without mincing words, the absolute shit show that was everything that was happening in IndyCar yesterday. The internet was just losing their mind, along with every motorsports journalist in the entire world, kind of looking at each other going, huh, we're in for it now. So, kind of starting from the beginning, yesterday morning, everything's fine. It's normal. Things are happening. People are talking about, upcoming races. Who's doing that? Who's doing what? Whatever. Maybe there's like a little bit of talk still about the Andretti Mid-Ohio incident. But beyond that, nothing crazy going on. And then we hear from the NASCAR side with the Tyler Reddick and 2311, is that what they're called? Their 2024 driver announcement, which was a little spicy, let's be real. That kind of takes over for a bit, and people are still talking about it, which, as they should. It was kind of a lot, but I'm not here to talk about that. Hours later, IndyCar says, hold my beer. I got something for you. Hey, Tom, what's up? Chip Ganassi Racing. I have my notes on my phone, so I apologize for looking down. Chip Ganassi Racing puts out a statement that says they have exercised their option to extend Alex Palou through the 2023 season. There's a quote from Chip Ganassi saying, Alex's track record speaks for itself. He's a proven champion and one of the most formidable drivers in the world. We are very excited to continue working together. Which, okay, cool. Everybody wants to keep their champion, seems fine, whatever. You read down a little bit, and you see a quote from Alex. It says, it's a great feeling knowing I'll be back with Chip Ganassi Racing next season. The team welcomed me with open arms from day one, and I'm excited to continue working with Chip, Mike Hull, the folks on the number 10 NTT data car, and everyone within the organization. The goals remain the same, and we will continue to work relentlessly towards achieving them. Now, here's the thing. That's a great quote. It's a great statement. It's fine. To me, when I read it the first time, it seemed a little weird. I'm not saying that it's not something Alex could have said, but it seemed like one of those situations where, and I'm not saying they did this. Okay, so I don't claim to know anything. I'm not saying they did this. However, it just seemed like a bunch of parts and pieces kind of were put together into one statement. But, we move on. Articles are written. Everyone's like, yeah, cool. They're keeping the champion. Chip's getting what he wants. Woo, exercise your option. Fans are happy. Hours go by. Hours. And then a little statement, a little 3-part tweet from Alex Palou pops up. It says, I have recently learned from the media that this afternoon, without my approval, Chip Ganassi Racing issued a press release announcing that I will be driving with CGR in 2023. Even more surprising was that CGR's release included a quote which did not come from me. I did not approve that press release, and I did not author or approve that quote. As I have recently informed CGR, for personal reasons, I do not intend to continue with the team after 2022. This evening's unfortunate events aside, I have great respect for the CGR team and look forward to finishing this season strongly together. That in itself would have been enough to make people lose their minds. Because, they say in sports, especially like with baseball, they say the athletes are the last ones to know when they're getting traded. That's not the case in racing. It's not, especially in like high levels of racing, you're not really making deals on the side and then being like, oh, by the way, driver, you're going over here. Like, no, everyone is very involved. There's a lot of deliberation, and it just doesn't work like that. So for him to say that he not only didn't approve of this, but he told them that he doesn't want to continue is like completely next level. And it really, that kind of turned the world. The axis was spinning. Like, everyone was losing their shit at this point. Oh, hey Robert, what's up? Does he? Interesting. I mean, I know that I'm sure there's a lot of options out in his contract for him, but I don't know what they are. So this happens. That would have been enough. The world's already, like I said, the world's already losing their shit. That would have been enough. Like 40 minutes after his statement, this press release comes out from McLaren. It says, McLaren Racing has signed champion driver Alex Palou to race for McLaren starting in 2023. Alongside his racing duties next year, Palou will also test with the McLaren F1 team as part of its 2021 MCL 35M F1 car testing program with fellow drivers Pato O'Ward and Colton Herta. And then, basically that's the gist. What? Like, what? Now, it doesn't say, here's the thing that it doesn't say. It does not say that they have signed Alex to their IndyCar team. That is what it does not say. And we know that they have, obviously, options in other series. Oh my god. Hold on. Y'all writing books in chat. I gotta read this. Oh, wow. That would really be, yeah, that would be a nuclear option for sure. Holy crap. I didn't realize that was even a thing. Here's also the thing, though. Because, okay, I just want to say, after late last night, I think it was like 7 o'clock East Coast time, so it wasn't that late for me, but it was basically after working hours for everyone. A representative from Chip Ganassi comes out and says, he's with us, through 2023, he's, locked in, that's what it is. I feel like what the potential for that is, if Chip Ganassi knew that Alex didn't want to continue with them, which that part is not surprising, wouldn't be surprising to anyone, because he expressed on Twitter earlier in the season that he wasn't happy with the 10 and with the team and what was happening. They weren't working together and gelling as well as he would have liked. That part makes sense. But if Chip wanted to keep him and exercise the option, but then he goes and signs with someone else, what that can do is it can force the buyout, which would not be the worst thing in the entire world. But if you're doing all of that just to force the buyout, it seems like a lot of extra moves. And all of this is now what we're all talking about. It's kind of a big deal. But like I was saying, how long would he have to wait to get his new work visa if he did that? Because I know now with everything got super backed up with COVID and all of that. I didn't know that was even a thing. Like I was saying, it doesn't say in the McLaren press release what he has been signed to. It just says he is part of the team. Oh, wow. Interesting. Didn't know that. Maybe we keep an eye on that one for the future then. Although I doubt both legal teams want that to happen because it seems like a really extreme option, but anything can happen. Yeah, the thing about this is the McLaren side of it is Zach Brown is promising rides to lots of people. And they do have some options, obviously, of where to put them, but I feel like he's bringing in everybody for testing and driving, and I'm not sure if we know fully what's going to even happen to Felix Rosenqvist next year, which is his other current full-time driver in IndyCar. I know they want, obviously, to fill a third seat, but I don't know. And I think the thing that makes this even more is it's not a secret that Zach Brown and Chip Ganassi don't like each other. And I think they don't like each other because they are very similar. They are both that type A, kind of hard-ass, my way or the highway type of guy. And I will say this, I don't know if I've said it before on the podcast, but I've said it before. Chip Ganassi is one of the few people in motorsports that actually kind of intimidates me. Because, he's Chip Ganassi. Ew. He's been in the sport a long time. It's kind of scary. But he gets results and he has success. So, he's obviously doing something right. But he does kind of intimidate me. And I wouldn't want to be the one to piss him off. I wouldn't want to be in this situation right now because I don't think it's going to go. I mean, it's not going to go away anytime soon. We all know that. But I don't think it's going to be very nice at the end of the day. I mean, they can do all this stuff and they can do it legally and they can have a clean break and whatever, but I don't know if anyone's going to be sending each other Christmas cards. No one's inviting each other out for a beer after this. But, I don't know. I feel like it's just so much. And, the thing is, as uncomfortable as it is, they do still have to finish the rest of the year. You can't, I mean, you could, but you shouldn't, and you can't, and they won't, probably, just kick them off right now. Alex is going to finish the end of the year, and that's, how many more races? They have a handful of races left still in IndyCar. So it's not one of those things where it's whoopsie, we had a miscommunication, everybody can just go about their business now. No, that's not happening. It's probably going to be very tense, and this is one of those things that if you don't know it, you can sense it, and if you do know it, you're like, uh-oh. You're just going to wait for what's going to happen next. It's a little bit... I was thinking this last night. I was putting some notes together. It a little bit reminds me of when people break up or they get divorced or whatever, and it's they have a dog and they both want the dog. It's like one person calls it, and then the other person calls it, and then whoever the dog goes to kind of like gets to keep it. That's what this seems like. It's like Chip wants him, Zach wants him. There he is. I also saw somebody comparing it to Alex being like the Bachelor and having like one final rose between his final two contestants. Yeah. And I feel like it's no secret that he wouldn't pick Chip. Like, if you're unhappy, you want to go somewhere else. You're unhappy, you want to go somewhere else. Like, I mean, we saw with Rossi his unhappiness for the past couple seasons, and now that he has a new deal for next year, he's much happier, you can tell. And his driving style, he's like more like the Alex that we know, and it seems like a really good thing. So I don't know. Um, what else do we have? Oh, there was also just one quick thing I wanted to talk about. There is another podcast that popped up recently with Scott McLaughlin and Justin Newgarden, Bus Bros. I heard a rumor that they were potentially getting a Netflix deal, which I have. I did watch the first couple episodes of the show. I think it's so stupid, but like in a really fun way. So if they do get a Netflix deal, I will absolutely laugh my ass off because it will be incredible. And this is kind of the exposure that IndyCar needs. Um, obviously F1 has like Drive to Survive, but I think IndyCar needs kind of their own something similar to that. And I think this could be a good thing for them. So I hope it's true. I hope they actually do get it because I am always one to root for my fellow podcasters, and those two are hilarious together. So I think it would be so fun. There's something else I wanted to talk about. I'm going to throw up the BRB screen real quick and be right back. Um, had a situation to deal with. But a couple things I want to say to wrap up. The people were thinking that Alex going to McLaren was going to be a way for them to get rid of Daniel Ricciardo. Danny Rick said, tweeted it, you can look at it. He said he is committed to the team, no plans to go anywhere. I don't think that's maybe a popular opinion with fans, but yeah, he's not going anywhere, at least not for right now. Second thing, I did see while I was looking at stuff just now that Joseph Newgarden said Bus Bros are not moving to Netflix, although I think they should. Like I said, it would be incredible. So yeah, I want to know what you guys think about all the drama. What do you think should happen? Where do you think Alex will end up, or where do you think he should end up? Here's a good question. I want you guys to tell me who you think, if you could pick someone to replace Alex Palou at Chip Ganassi Racing, who it would be. Because there are some great options out there. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. The car is bad. But people think that when he left Renault for McLaren, that was kind of the end of his career. In F1 at least. Because he is a good driver, and he's proven that. I think maybe him going to another series would be good. I'd love to see him do like NASCAR or something ridiculous like that. Although I'm not going to say I'd like to see him in IndyCar because I don't know how well that would go. But yeah, he definitely is a good driver, but I just don't think it's a good fit for him at McLaren. And I think we're kind of seeing that because the car is not good. That's just a fact. But you can only do so much as a driver with what you're given. And I think he is trying. It's not like he's not trying. But I don't know. I guess it's going to be one of those things where we kind of just have to see moving forward how it goes. Because anything can happen. I'm not saying the car is miraculously going to get better, but even a broken clock is right twice a day. You never know. Wow, has it been 30 minutes already? Dang. Yeah. So I think that was, I don't know. I think that was kind of the main things. Oh, that is interesting. I feel like I saw his name pop up in an article recently. Has he been testing for IndyCar? Because Chip does, for as much as people say about him, he does really do well with molding drivers, I feel like. I selfishly would want. Okay. Okay, Indy Lights, yeah. See, okay. Here's the thing. This sort of opinion from me has kind of gotten me in trouble with IndyCar Twitter in the past. But not in every situation. I feel like, does being good in Indy Lights mean that you should come up? There is a rookie up here right now that is apparently he did really well in Indy Lights, and he's just causing chaos and drama up here, and I said he should maybe consider being benched for a while, and people didn't like that. So not always, in my opinion, does being good in Indy Lights mean you're going to be good in at the NTT series. But I don't know much about this kid. From what I've seen, from what I've heard, people like him a lot. So I could see that being an option. I want to look into him a little bit more, but yeah, it's always so like I do this all the time, but and I even asked you guys for this, but it's so crazy to even try and like put together teams for next year because there's so many possibilities, so many drivers. Like you really never know what's gonna happen. And honestly, I think if anyone should come back for next year, it should be Tatiana Calderon. I think that she's been doing really, really well. Like for what she's been given, I think she has been performing well, and I would love to see her with like a full-time ride just to kind of see, you know? And I'm always one for bringing more women up into the higher ranks. I mean, you guys know that I come from drag racing in the NHRA where women have been in it since the beginning, so I'm always like, hell yeah. I could see, I don't know if Ed Carpenter's full for next year, but I could see that being a good pairing for a more full-time consideration because I know he has Connor Daly full-time. But yeah, you can never know. We call it silly season for a reason. Never know what's going to happen because there's so many possibilities. But yeah, um, like I said, I always am down to talk spicy opinions. You guys know this, even though it gets me in trouble. trouble. Um, but yeah, tweet me your thoughts on this, and we'll see what happens because you never know. I mean, no one knows. This is only just starting. Is Peretta trying to go full time though? Do they have the funding for that? Because obviously, if you can bring in a female driver with a female-owned team, then that would be just so fun. But yeah, that was something I don't think they have the funding to go full time, which is a shame because Beth Peretta is an absolute badass, and I would love to see her around the sport more. But yeah, I guess we'll put that in the column of we'll see what happens, like everything else we've talked about today. Um, so yeah, like I said, I've said that 6 times. I need to stop saying that. I'm sorry. Um, I always love to talk spicy opinions. You know, I love to see what everybody thinks, what people really think, because we do get a lot. And I've been guilty of this in the past, not so much anymore. But when I first kind of started my career, I was kind of guilty of just kind of like being okay and kind of like not really saying what I think and just kind of like writing things and just saying facts. But now your girl's gonna tell everyone her opinions. So not in like a rude way, but if I have a thought, I'm gonna say it. And I like when you guys do too. It's fun. Open conversations about motorsports are always the best because everybody has their own opinions. So yeah, I think that might do it for the stream. Oh, this is what I was trying to say earlier. We have merch in the merch store. We have drinkware. We have mugs, koozies. We have stickers. We have magnets. There are 2 more sticker designs that I'm working on right now that I'm really excited about. Those will be coming like relatively soon. We also are always trying to make the stream a better experience for us and for you guys. So we have our dono link if you guys want to give us $5 for better crap. I'm just kidding, by the way. You don't have to donate, ever. It literally says it when you click on our stream page. We never expect anything, and we appreciate all of you no matter what. But we have plans. We have goals for better stream setup for us and for you guys, which is exciting. So that's coming, whenever it comes. But yeah, I might, if more things like this happen, and if you guys enjoyed it, I might do more solo casts in the future. There is a lot of racing. We're in that like heart of the summer now, so there's going to be a lot of racing, multiple series on like back-to-back weekends coming up. So we're going to have a lot of content coming out soon, starting like really soon, like next week. As always, I have all of my written stuff over on Shifting Lanes. You guys can check that out, and you can always like tweet me and Instagram me and all that stuff because I do a lot of live tweeting during races and all that. So yeah, I think. Oh, go follow. I don't even know the command for this, so this is so bad. I think it's this. Let me check. Hold on. Sometimes Nightbot is a little sensitive with me. Is that not it? That might not be it. Oh, there it is. I know what it is. I made these commands. Alright, let's go here. Yeah, those are mine. So you can follow me on all of my things over there. And then follow Emu, even though she's not here. Oh, okay, that's not her thing, but watch that clip. That is the funniest clip. That's the best thing she's ever done. She is playing We Were Here Forever right now with one of our other friends, and you can hear my voice in the background helping them, just yelling at both of them. They played the whole series, and this is like the last game in the series. They're playing that and doing that, and it's so chaotic and ridiculous. They've only played 1 chapter so far, and there's like 6, I think. But go follow her Twitch channel to see that. More of that is coming soon, I think. I don't know her game plans for that, but she will be streaming it. And yeah, I think that's all of my stuff. I think that's my big spiel at the end. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know your thoughts on this and on anything else, really. And, if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about or want me to talk about or whatever, let us know because we're open to that. We also we're going to do a game night soon. You guys know I did the steering wheel game for Emu. It's going to be chaos. She's going to yell at me a lot. And it's going to be hilarious. That's coming soon. I will have a date for that when soonish. I don't know. We got to figure it out. But it's coming. And then I think there's another game night type thing. There's something that she wanted to do for me. I'm not entirely sure what it is. but that should be happening. And yeah, I think we'll make those like Sunday afternoon for like me and her type of thing. So yeah, I'll let you know about that. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.